wanted to make a video update on the stem cell therapy and what kind of effects it had for my autoimmune condition. So I've been wanting to make this video for some time, but it's a little bit difficult when most days you can't speak that much. But it looks like things are getting a little bit more stable, and so here's what happened. So I went and got a stem cell therapy, and I basically got it through a facility that finally allowed it, because a bunch of it denied it, and naturally I was a little afraid because they weren't really accepting me, because it's just too risky, right? The conditions you have when you're in autoimmune, especially when it's not really like exactly, you don't know which one you have out of all the like 80 something diseases, plus with the uncertainty of stem cells, because it's a relatively new thing, it just, it's understandable why practitioners are kind of like wary not to take any patients where it could have, death or something like that. But anyways, I went and got it done in Mexico, and it's one of those like smallest doses you can take. It's 14 million cells, and the one I got is from the umbilical cord, which is, seems like it's the best type of stem cells there is, and there was few ways you could take it. Like I could take it directly into the joints where I have pain, which would be either my hand or my feet, or through the IV. So I went with the IV because that's for like whole body rejuvenation, and sort of to see what kind of healing you could have overall, because there's so many things that's wrong across my body. And as soon as I received it, it's a very simple process, right? Like you go in, you sit down in a room. It's just like white room, one chair. This is how their facility was set up. There's nothing else, no desk, nothing on the walls. It's just like a whole matrix room, white, with one chair in the middle. So I was a little nervous, and took like 5 minutes. They said they were giving it slowly, because normally they would just put the IV and then give it to you. For me, they were just like inserting into IV very slowly and then like waiting for it to go through. And they were like asking me how I feel every little bit, because they wanted to be real sure. And then they double confirmed that I accepted this treatment in case something was to go wrong. They would not be liable and whatnot. But it's in Mexico anyway, so I don't think they would be having to fear any kind of, I don't know, can't believe they could fear any kind of insane, like, I don't know, some kind of jail time or something like you would in America if you happen to kill somebody. But so within 5 minutes of getting it, my body went warm, and then my head pressure just slowly came on, like it just increased. And since then, for the next couple of days, so like it's been days where I just had higher head pressure, more balance problems, more like heart rate, like palpitations and beating throughout the day, like all day, all night, beating heart rate fast, right? So my sleep has been a little bit off, actually not that bad compared to how fast my heart rate is. I got it pulled up right here, but you'll be able to see that, like for example, like it says your resting heart rate shows that you might not have fully recovered. Go to yesterday, your resting heart rate above average. Something kept your heart rate up. Your red is in the low side, so today's not perfect. So just days after days, like it's been like my heart rate's just not settling, and my Oura ring's like going crazy. Like, what the hell did you do, man? Like your heart rate's not even slowing down at all. And I was very afraid for the last couple of days. So here's the main message: anybody who has autoimmune condition. So I was really afraid the last couple of days because all these issues, heart rate, balance problems. I was looking actually at wheelchairs, or at least get a cane, because it's getting to the point where I don't want to be a disturbance to like other people in the house where I have to like ask for so much help and stuff like that. But luckily, over the last 2-3 days, it really subsided down. So far at this point, I'm just very grateful that it's subsiding, right? Because initially after I took it, and days after that, I was just like almost regretting it, like, oh my god, I can't believe I actually pushed myself to do something like this. It's already dangerous. What was I thinking? I can't, like, for somebody who can't eat most normal foods, like how could I have gone in such a just another country like this and just take something that's so out of the norm, you could say. But over the last just recently, it's been settling down. My heart rate's also like calming down a little bit. Like, it's not like I'm hearing it all the time in my ear and stuff. And my balance issues are not that bad. My pressure in the head is not as bad. So I think what's happening now is that initial whatever something like outbreak or a reaction, maybe, if you will, kind of passed through. And if you read up on stem cell therapy, you see that a lot of people have some effects first before they get better. Like they get a fever or something, or they feel really tired for a couple days or a week or two before they start to feel better. So I'm kind of hoping that's what happened. But as of right now, what I would say is, health-wise, I'm almost back to where I was before I took the stem cell. So I'm still a little bit worse than before I took the stem cell, right? Slightly. But I think that will get back to recover over the next week. I think I'll be able to be just where I was before I did the stem cell therapy. And then is to wait and see what happens next in terms of the healing properties that I hoped that it could have. That's when I would wait for that. So some people I spoke to, they said it takes about 3 to 4 weeks before realizing something, but to see the full effects, you have to wait 2 to 3 more months. My thing, what I'm thinking is, within the next 10 days, if I start seeing anything, any kind of improvement, anything at all, like even if it's like 2% less head pressure, 2% less joint pain, anything at all whatsoever, I'm going to go and do a second round, right? A second round within December, which then I'll feel more comfortable to do a little bit higher dose. Still not a normal dose, which is considered like about 40-50 million cells. I did 14, and if I do the next one, it's going to be something around 21. It goes by 7 million, 7, 14, 21. I'll do 21 and then like leave it at that. Any kind of symptoms improvement I see, that's what I'm looking to do next. So that's pretty much it. A real quick video on that, and yeah, I'll keep this shit updated.